I discovered my ex-fiancé left me because of his fertility issues, but he hid this from me for our entire 10-year relationship. About 2 years ago, my ex-fiancé David suddenly left me after almost 10 years together. We'd been actively planning our wedding and had just agreed to start trying for a baby since we were both in our 30s. There were no warning signs. One day he just started acting distant, stopped saying I love you before work, and spent more time drinking with friends than being home. When I finally confronted him about whether we were okay, he told me he loved me but wasn't in love with me anymore. Within a week, he'd moved out, leaving most of his belongings behind. The breakup destroyed me completely. I spiraled into the lowest point of my life and actually attempted suicide because I felt like there was something so fundamentally wrong with me that he had to just disappear. Fortunately, a friend got me to the hospital before I could do serious damage. That same friend supported me through my recovery, and we eventually developed feelings for each other. 9 months into our relationship, I got pregnant, and we now have a beautiful daughter together. Recently, David's mother reached out asking if I'd be willing to meet with him because he had something important to tell me. After thinking about it, I agreed to meet at a coffee shop. What he told me left me speechless. He explained that when we started trying for a baby and nothing was happening despite carefully tracking my cycle, he secretly took a day off work to see a fertility doctor. They discovered that due to an undiagnosed issue with one of his testicles, his chances of ever conceiving a biological child were incredibly low. David said he knew I loved him so much that I would have given up my dream of having children just to be with him, and he couldn't live with that on his conscience. He claimed he wanted me to have the life and family I'd always wanted, just with someone else. He kept apologizing but tried to rationalize that since I'd gotten what I wanted in the end, his plan had ultimately worked. I sat there in silence for several minutes, then looked him dead in the eyes and told him that was never his decision to make. He'd taken away my choice and nearly destroyed me in the process. Then I got up and left. A few days later, his mother told me something that made the situation even worse. When David was born, he had undescended testicles and had surgery to correct it, but there was always going to be a chance of fertility issues in adulthood. He was supposed to get regular checkups after puberty to monitor for lasting damage, and he'd told his mother he'd gone to these appointments and everything was fine. But she doesn't believe this actually happened. This means that for our entire 10-year relationship, including 2 years of unprotected sex when we'd agreed we'd be happy if I got pregnant, David knew there was a possibility he was infertile and never told me. He only finally got checked when we were actively trying and nothing was happening. The whole situation became even more bizarre when his mother revealed that David is now dating the 60-year-old mother of one of the girls in our friend group. His life has apparently become a complete disaster. And honestly, I'm not even angry anymore, just mildly amused by the absurdity of it all. Recently, the story went viral on social media. David found out and started harassing me through fake Facebook accounts, demanding I remove the post and claiming I owe him for making his life what it is today. I had to deactivate my Facebook because every time I blocked one account, another would pop up. The audacity of him thinking he's some kind of hero who orchestrated my happiness is incredible. My life is good now because I put in the work to heal and build something better after he traumatized me. He's still trying to manipulate and control the narrative, but I finally see him for what he really is, a narcissistic manipulator who needs therapy instead of harassing me online.